The Nintendo Switch Pro. When's it coming out? Is it coming out? How much is it going to cost? Will we ever see? Well, I'll tell you one company. I'll tell you one company that is sick of waiting for the Nintendo Switch Pro, and that is Steam. Now, if you don't know what Steam is basically the number one digital games platform on PC. So for those of you PC gamers, you'll know what Steam is. If you don't, it's basically like the PSN store or Xbox store for PCs, and it has most, if not 99% of all PC games, all the big ones, all the AAA games, all the indie games. In fact, it's like the number one platform for indie games on PC. Well, Steam has decided to release a competitor to the Nintendo Switch in the form of the all new Steam Deck, which is an all new handheld console which runs basically every single Steam game that you'd want to throw at it. Which here it is here. As you see, it looks like a Nintendo Switch. It looks like a beefed up Nintendo Switch. It's even got the buttons on the back for those of you guys that love the custom buttons on the back of your Pro controllers. It's got touchpads on the front. It's got a nice big 7-inch screen. We're going to get into the specs, and we're going to take a little look here and see what it's got to offer us. I'm super excited for this, the possibilities that this thing's going to bring. Let's get into it. And by the way, pre-orders start tomorrow, so check the link in the description. Make sure you get your reservation in if this is something that you're interested in. So let's get into it. Steam Deck here. Steam Deck. Let's go back to the homepage. Hold on. Back to Steam Deck here. Back. There we go. All right, so back to the start. The most gaming power you've ever held in your hands. Introducing Steam Deck, starting at $399. Start shipping in December 2021. Reserve yours now. Like I said, guys, link is in the description if you want to get this. Let's scroll down here. So it's an all-in-one portable PC gaming. So if you're a big PC gamer and you want to play on the go without being limited by the Nintendo Switch's library, then this thing's going to be for you. Steam Deck brings the Steam games and features you love to a powerful and convenient form factor that you can take wherever you go. Beautiful. As you can see here, it's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Look how good that runs. Actual gameplay running on prototype hardware. So if anything, it's going to look better when the full game comes out. Hardware designed to put real games in real hands. Powerful. Steam Deck runs the latest AAA games and runs them really well. That is good. That is good, because I don't think many of the handhelds out now, like Switch, could probably handle Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And I'm going to get into why this is such a big deal in a second. But first, let's go through the store page, and see what it's got. Comfortable, full fidelity controls, long play sessions, no compromises. Versatile, you can connect to peripherals, throw the picture into a big screen, and do all the other PC things you'd expect. I believe this thing has a dock that you could plug in, just like the Nintendo Switch, and it gives you a bunch of options for video outputs, storage, expansion, peripherals, all that sort of good stuff. It even has a micro SD slot, so if you want to expand the storage. Now, your Steam library is already on your deck, so all the games that you've purchased on Steam, even if you've dabbled in PC gaming before, if you've had a PC that's not been really a great gaming PC, chances are you've got a Steam account, and chances are you've downloaded or purchased a good few games on Steam. For me, for example, I've got probably like 100+ games on Steam that I've picked up over different sales over time, that I've not actually had a chance to play yet. So this is the perfect opportunity for me. Just power it on, log in, and your games and your friends are here. It's got the full Steam experience on a console, with basically optimized for touch, because it does have a 7-inch touchscreen like the Nintendo Switch OLED. So as easy as power on, sign in, and play your Steam games. Disco Elysium here, the final cut, looking good. That looks insanely good. Look at that. Like I said, Steam is the number one platform for indie games, so if you loved indie games on the Nintendo Switch, you're going to love this even more. Steam without compromises. Oh my god, look at this. Holy crap, dude! And look at the Steam chat stuff built in. This is like the dream console Nintendo fans and PlayStation fans have always dreamed of. But it's PC gaming in a handheld console, and there's been a few consoles like this that have handled this. But this, like, the hardware they're using in this is actually far beyond anything that's in maybe the GPD Win or any of these other like mini Windows PC gaming console platforms that are already out there. Like, there's nothing out there that's optimized and is built for with this sort of hardware in it. And not only that, it's a software experience you're also getting, right? I mean, I mean, looking at this, dude, look, Control Ultimate Edition. It's basically built. It's like a console platform on a handheld that you won't see anywhere else besides maybe the Nintendo Switch. It's got full game chat in. It's like all the bells and whistles you would expect from a handheld console in such a clean user interface and everything. You're not going to get this on any other Windows gaming PC at all. All of the features you know and love designed with care to fit in your hands. So you get three storage options. You get $399 will get you 64 gigs, $529 will get you 256, $649 will get you 512. The 64 gigabytes has eMMC internal storage, which is going to be a little bit slower. If I was you, what I'm possibly going to buy is I'm going to buy the 512 gigabyte, because the 256 and 512 both have NVMe SSD internal storage, which means it's going to be super insanely fast. Faster storage, carrying case, exclusive Steam Community Profile bundle, and you also get, on the 512, you get a premium anti-glare etched glass screen. And you also get a virtual keyboard theme, which is exclusive to the 512 gigabyte. Either way, if I was you, I would get the 256 or the 512. It does have expandable storage, so if you do want to get the 64 gigabyte and you want to pass up that blazing fast NVMe SSD speeds, the 64 gigabyte might be fine for you. And if you look at the prices here, this thing is like leaps and bounds faster than the Nintendo Switch right now. It's basically, it's got, I believe like 1.6 or 1.4 teraflops of GPU power, and if you compare that to consoles right now, that's around on the level of the PS4, original PS4, and the Xbox One. In fact, it's more powerful than the Xbox One. So when you think about it, it's got a 720p screen inside it, so it's not having to push as many pixels as the Xbox One and PS4. So you can expect a lot better performance, and you're going to be playing games, current gen games that you only see on PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4 and Xbox on this that you wouldn't see on, say, the Nintendo Switch. So that's fantastic, dude. And reasonable prices too. You're not going to get a gaming PC. I mean, you can get a really baseline gaming PC here for $650, but the benefit of this is that it's portable, like the Nintendo Switch, and it gives you access to all your games. Every game that you could think of that's available on Steam and on Windows as well, because this does support Windows. It does allow you to install a full copy of Windows on this thing. So anything that you could think runs on Windows, gaming PC wise, this thing will play it. Albeit it might, like, we don't know the benchmarks yet. We haven't got the benchmarks out, so we don't know how well it's going to run games. But what they're saying is that it's going to run games on high, high to max settings at 720p with extremely good frame rates, so 60 frames or 30 frames plus. So the Steam Deck is shipping in December 2021. I believe it's shipping in the US. Yeah, shipping starts in December 2021 to the United States, Canada, the European Union, and the United Kingdom. More regions coming in 2022. Speeds and feeds, take a look at the inputs, internals, and other details that make up the Steam Deck. So this thing, what really stood out to me is the fact it's got a massive amount of inputs. You've got the D-pad, you've got the start and select buttons, or plus and minus if you're a Nintendo Switch fan. It's got the thumbsticks, which not only act as thumbsticks, they're also clickable. Unlike the PlayStation Vita thumbsticks, it's clickable. It's got ABX and Y. It's got a Steam button. It's got the quick access button. It's got good speakers. It's got 2 trackpads for those games that maybe don't support controllers on PC. These trackpads will make a great alternative to them. It's got L1, L2, R1, R2. I do believe the analog sticks are the triggers are analog triggers. So if you're a big fan of racing games, these will suit you perfectly. You'll get that throttle control that you've always wanted on a handheld. Type-C port, headphone jack, volume buttons, and a Type-C port, which is, I'd imagine, is going to allow you to basically expand onto like playing on your TV, on PC, on your monitor and stuff like that. And I believe you can plug it into your monitor and have it run, like a regular PC, a gaming PC would. 16 gigabytes of RAM, that's crazy. LPDDR5 RAM, jeez. It's got all the inputs you would want. 7-inch screen like the Nintendo Switch OLED and 400 nits of brightness. 60 hertz refresh rate, that's okay. We weren't, it'd be a bit much to ask for like 120. Bluetooth 5 support, it's got all the good stuff. Does it have Wi-Fi 6? It doesn't say if it has Wi-Fi 6, but we'll go with it anyway. Type-C power delivery 3.0 power supply, so if you want to charge it on with a battery pack, you can. Really exciting stuff, dude. Really exciting. It runs the full Steam OS, which, as you know, is pretty damn good. Let's get into this. It says Steam Deck is the most powerful, full-featured gaming handheld in the world. We've partnered with AMD to create Steam Deck's custom APU optimized for handheld gaming. It's a Zen 2 RDNA 2 powerhouse, which I believe is like on the cutting edge of graphics architecture right now. So it should support ray tracing and all the goodies that you'd come to expect from some of the latest graphics cards on the market. Obviously, it's not going to run them as well as a full-fledged graphics card like an RTX 3080 or nothing like that, but it's going to be able to handle all the latest technologies, which is good. And it's going to run them at 720p, which is more than enough for the screen, which is 720p. Delivering more than enough performance to run the latest AAA games in a very efficient power envelope. It's got all the real gamepad controls, it's got the good thumbsticks, it's got real triggers, analog triggers. At last we get a handheld. We get a handheld with analog triggers, and obviously you get the special buttons at the back, the grip buttons, L3 and L4, which for those of you guys that like your pro controllers, that like those little shortcut buttons at the back, this is going to come in really handy. It's got 7-inch touchscreen, capacitive touch, it's got the trackpads obviously for games, PC games that were never designed to be handheld, with increased precision and customizability. It's also got a gyro built in, so you can actually improve your precision more so than you would on a normal handheld that maybe doesn't have a gyro in it. It's running Doom Eternal here. It looks really smooth. Fast storage, hi-fi audio, 40 watt watt-hour battery, expandable I/O, USB-C. It's also got micro SD slot. It's got good wireless. For all your wireless headsets and everything, keyboards, mice, and it's got fast suspend and resume, kind of like the next gen consoles. We built a quick suspend and resume feature into SteamOS. Press the power button, and Steam Deck will suspend your game and go into sleep mode. Push the power button again, and it will wake up right where you left off. Sweet. So yeah, expand your library with a micro SD slot. All models of Steam Deck support expanding storage via micro SD slots. Games stored on Microsoft micro SD card will appear in your library instantly. Use your Steam Deck as a PC because it is one. So plug it into the dock, then plug a HDMI cord from your dock into your monitor, and boom, use it as a desktop PC. And obviously you can use wireless peripherals like keyboards and mice. This looks insanely cool. Even like the arcade, like fighting sticks and stuff like that, you can plug those into it. Plug into your TV. This thing looks sick, dude. It's going to be a game changer for like traveling, flying, everything like that. So yeah, I'm genuinely super excited for this thing. You've got no idea, dude. And the whole selling point of this console, guys, is the fact that you could run any game on it. Now, with the Nintendo Switch Pro, we would have been limited to what kind of games we would get on it. We all want like next-gen, current-gen games on a Switch Pro. But let's be honest, developers would have to optimize games for the Switch Pro to run on the Switch Pro. And that would take time, and it would be a process, and we wouldn't get them right away. But the benefit of this, for those of you guys that want a Switch Pro, is the fact that this has instant access, day one access to all the latest games. Anything that runs on Steam, anything that runs on Windows, this thing will run right away. Now, we don't know the benchmarks. We don't know what kind of, we don't know how well it's going to run games, but we do know it's going to run your library day one. The day you turn it on, get logged into Steam, every single game on Steam, you'll be able to run on this thing. It's going to be amazing. So that's going to be a game changer, and I'm super, super excited. I think I'm going to pre-order one tomorrow. Reservations begin tomorrow, July 16th. So if you're interested, I put a link in the description for you to get one. Let me know if you're excited in the comments. Are you as excited as I am? Let me know down below. And obviously, drop a like if you're super excited. Drop a dislike if you don't like this video at all and you hate me. That's fine. It works as well. It's okay. It's all engagement, dude. And obviously, leave a comment. Hit the subscribe down below to support the channel, and ding that little bell icon to get notified when we post a new video or a new stream. And if you're really wanting to support the stream, consider clicking that join button down below and becoming a member. It really supports all the streams we do, all the videos I put out, and keeps me motivated into YouTube. And you'll be joining 300 other people that are awesome. and we love them. Our green club, we call them. You get branded every time you become a member. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about if you watch your Stock Dragon stream. So thank you for watching this video. Drop a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and consider becoming a member. I love you guys. Mwah! See you in the next one. Peace out.